because I want to make my tribe proud. So I'm from Tanzania, and I'm from a tribe called Nyiramba. And so Charlotte Makala is Nyiramba, and that's me. And I am, basically, I grew up in the Middle East, and I came to America a few years ago, and that's I think that's what I can say about who I am today. Of course, I'm more than that, and I know a lot of people don't call me by my name. A lot of people call me by Charlie or Charlie Cakes. That is my stage name, and so, but all of that is one person. I am one person, and I just have fun with my stage name. I just like how it sounds, and actually, my stage name was from a joke. Someone was trying to play a joke on me in college, and so people had called me Charlie for a very long time, since high school. And so someone came up with this idea of, like, they wanted to call me Charlie Eclair or Charlie Eclair because I don't know where this came from, but apparently they said, like, oh, Charlie never gets angry. What happens when she gets mad is that eclairs start popping out of her mouth or whatever, like, and they're like, that's how she gets mad. And so it spread around the whole campus. And so I'm like, okay. So you want to play games? You got jokes? You want to talk about me? Call me Charlie Eclair, because people I didn't know were calling me Charlie Eclair. So I didn't like it. So I said, how can I get in on this? I need to get in on this, and like, people can't be laughing at me or like calling me a name. I need to get in on this. So I said, oh yeah, I'm Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm Charlie and the Cake Factory. And so when I started saying that, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just call myself Charlie Cakes? Charlie Cakes. So then from there, that caught on. And I said, you know what? I'm okay with this name. Let's just keep it going. And people can, if people want to call me Charlie Cakes, at least I chose the name, The homelessness situation, there's a big issue when it comes to homelessness here, so that really shocked me. I think the Los Angeles that I had pictured in my mind was, the Los Angeles that we see in movies. And so when I did get here, I saw something completely different, and I saw just a large homeless community that I had not really expected to see. So that's how my platform came about. And then in my country as well, we have a large population of the country that is also not meeting its nutritional needs, especially the children. They're not meeting all their needs when it comes to nutrition. So that's why I ended up pursuing my platform. And then my platform also extended in a way where I'm also working with children, and I'm also working to make my crown visible. So that resulted in me, going to read for children, sharing my book with children, letting them know about my country, telling them little bits and pieces about Tanzania. And I think it's been, well, I don't think this, it has been very rewarding for me, because I get to see children look at pageantry in a different way. And I can already see that they look at me and they say, oh, maybe she doesn't look like the typical pageant queen, and it makes them think differently. And then it makes them curious about the world outside of America. And I've had so many questions about my country and, things like that. And then when it comes to philanthropic efforts and, feeding the homeless and volunteering, things like that, what this pageant has done for me is really, it has propelled me into that philanthropic world. I had always wanted to do things like this, but in the past, I felt like I didn't have the time, and I had made so many excuses for myself. But this pageant forced me to do those activities, because it was a part of my job description now. And so it's really, really opened my heart. And then it's just made me have the desire to do it more. There needs to be more. There's just so much more work that we need to do, not just when it comes to feeding the homeless, but just when it comes to volunteering my time, just to make the community better in whatever way that I can. And now I'm filled with more and more ideas of what it is that I can pursue, of course, with the help of so many other people. And I think that that's important to know, that everything that I've done, it wasn't just me. It's been the organization has been backing me, and I've had an incredible support system. My family and my best friend, they have been there, and they have been rooting for me since day one, even before I believed in myself. And it's just important to mention that. But even if you who is watching does not have a support system, learn to be your own support system. Learn to cultivate those positive things about yourself, because I think sometimes it's us who do the most damage. And yeah, and when you're able to cultivate